Here we are in Da Nang. We're staying in a really nice hotel which has got a pretty good view of the sea out there. Not from our room though, but our room is very nice. But yeah, just gonna have a look out at the view and then go explore the city. Now we've come to the East West Brewing Company to have one of their beers and enjoy the view out over the sea.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, we're only here for a couple of days, so we can't get too settled, but like it.
We have come to the famous Dragon Bridge, which, trust me, will look a bit more impressive once the sun's gone down. There's a better view of the Dragon Bridge. Here is the beautiful Da Nang waterfront. Now we've plumped for some delicious Indian food in a place called Ish, just by the river, and it is good. It is morning in Da Nang, and we are trying our first salt coffees in Vietnam.
Oh my god, this looks really good.
That's really good.
It's really good. It's not what I expected, but I don't really know what I was expecting. Actually, it's delicious.
It's fantastic. So, coffee's quaffed. We are now just looking for somewhere to book our travel to Hue tomorrow, but Google Maps has brought us here, and I don't think this is a travel agency. So, back to the streets.
Yes, did you know I used to think I was a city girl, but no. I think I'm a beach girl as well. A beach girl and a city girl.
We booked our travel, going by train, like Craig David. And yeah, that'll be quite exciting. But now we're down on the beach. We've just got spotting crabs. And yeah, we're just going to spend the day chilling, try and find a sun lounger. It should be quite an easy one.
This is such a gorgeous beach. It's really, really, really amazing. Look at it. It just goes on for forever. It's beautiful, beautiful white sand. It's super clean. Yeah, I love it.
Now we rest. This is my new friend. What do you do? Look at that crazy, like, mock medieval castle up there. It's pretty mad.
Crazy.
Well, I've got to say, just really like Da Nang. It's like everything Nha Trang should be. It's just, yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It is great, yeah.
So it turns out that medieval castle place is like a massage parlour. Zimo's, good food.
Really good food.
Recommend.
Yeah, absolutely delicious.
Right now I'm a very happy boy because I finally got my pancakes. And Zoe's a pretty happy girl as well. Go on, show your tricks though.
Strong I am. Doing weights. So strong.
As you might be able to tell from this old locomotive in the background here, we are up and we are at Da Nang train station where we're going to get the train to Hue. Well, I have to say, I have been really impressed with Da Nang. I was like very surprised. Like, yeah, if I had my druthers, as they say, I think I would definitely spend a few more days here. How about you?
Yeah, one more day would have been really nice, one more beach day. But we moved, we're running out of time a little bit, so I think if we ever come again, we can just spend longer.
We are on board. Thought so. Initial impressions?
Really nice, yeah. It's
Really nice.
It's a pretty great train for, say £5 for a 3-hour journey. It's really
3.5.
Huh?
3.5.
3.5, yes, even better. Even better.
are in room 101, the Shark Hostel.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
And now here we are in the equally beautiful streets of Hue. What do you say to that, Zoe?
Hue!
We've come to Maison Trang for whopping bowls of stuff. They really are big. Well, that was fantastic food. Possibly the best veggie food we've had in Vietnam, I think.
Yeah, definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's £5.20 for 2 huge dinners, some spring rolls, a beer and a Coke. So good.
Yeah, it's tucked away down a bit of a side street, but it is a hidden gem. Highly recommend going to Maison Trang if you find yourself in Hue. Hue? Hue. Hue. After a bit of a rest, we've come down to the riverfront, and it really is very lovely here. Yeah, there's quite a good sort of vibe here in Hue. There's lots of sort of bars and restaurants in the area we're at, not here, but yeah, it's good. We're in Hot Tuna. This is their slogan. This is their view. This is a glass of Vietnamese white wine, and it is quite sweet.
Can I try it?
Yeah, have a sip. Let's see Zoe's reaction.
Dessert wine. That's perfect. Perfect for now.
So it is morning here in Hue, and we are just walking along the banks of the Perfume River, about to cross over it, head into the main town where we're going to go and see the Forbidden City, and there's a market there as well, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called. Can you?
I cannot know, but I'm sure you'll put it in there.
I'll put it in the details, but yeah, just going to cross this bridge first. We're now crossing over the Perfume River, so named I think because they used to put a load of aromatic flowers and things in it, let them drift down. Can't smell anything today, can you? Just sun cream, which I think is self-inflicted. Fresh off the bridge, we have come to Dong Ba Market, which according to our hostel owner sells absolutely everything. It's the biggest market in Hue. So, what are you looking to pick up here? It sells everything, remember?
Has everything. Justin Timberlake's first album, Justified, on vinyl. Mint condition, that's what I'd like.
I'd settle for vinyl of Man of the Woods. The bag section. Toyland. Hat district. Lanterns. No JT, but she'll settle for a water. Well, that market really did have everything, except for limited edition Justin Timberlake 12-inch vinyls. But everything else, if you're looking for it, you've probably got it there. Now here we are on the outer walls of the Forbidden City. So these are 4 of the famous 9 cannons, which also have the nickname the most powerful and unbeatable senior lieutenant general, which is, I think you'll agree, one of the best nicknames ever. So it turns out parts of this are the Imperial City and parts of it are the Forbidden City. I don't know how we'll know which is which, but I guess we won't be able to go in the Forbidden City, so maybe that's how we'll know. Zoe, very illicitly drinking her water. That's not forbidden. So it's got a new one for her repertoire, as well as water bottle balancing. She's now added this.
Inspired by, what is it, shot put in the Olympics. Wait. Please don't snap. Oh, yeah.
Bon Thien Temple. Gonna have a little look around. What do you think? Okay, so there's not actually much of the temple left, but they have reconstructed this little pond, which apparently is done according to the principles of feng shui. Yeah, so it really was very beautiful inside until 1947 when some chumps burned it down. This is live footage of a girl who is going to end up very sunburned today, I predict.
What are you saying about me?
Nothing. We just come out of that temple and realised we've broken about, no, we didn't smoke and we didn't touch anything, and we didn't shout, but everything else we did break.
Well, 50% isn't too bad.
So these here are the 9 dynastic urns of Vietnam. Each one represents like one of the dynasties, and they've all got the history of Vietnam engraved on them. So it was like, at the time, it was basically an encyclopedia of everything that happened and existed in Vietnam. And they are UNESCO World Heritage listed, aren't they, Zoe?
They are. They're really cool. Like every emperor, when they die, gets an urn named after them. Is that what you just said?
No. This here is the Royal Palace, I believe. It certainly looks impressive enough to be. Here we are with the palace close up. You can see these really ornate decorations all over the front.
Jess thinks this lolly is funny for some reason.
Yeah, so from the signs you can tell we're now in the Forbidden Purple City part of the Imperial Palace, and it's really, quite incredible. Out the back of the palace you've got these ponds, lakes. Now we are back outside the walls of the Imperial Palace. That was really good, I thought. What did you think?
Yeah, I loved it. It was really cool. Really, really pretty.
Now we're just gonna try and get out the heat of the day because it's probably about 36, 37 here. It's scorching. Cheers. So after a lovely long lunch, we are just walking along the banks of the Perfume River on our way to Hue's famous pagoda, which is down here somewhere, and also a place that our hostel owner recommended called Tea Roasters. We also learned today that Hue is the location of the Battle of Hue, as you might expect, but that was one of the most brutal urban conflicts of all time. It took place in 1968, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of that temple complex we went to earlier is kind of in disrepair, because they were just fighting running battles all the way through it. It was sort of urban warfare at its most brutal, I think. Well, we've come to Tea Roasters, and this is a salty coffee. And what's yours? Just an espresso, just a cold brew. And gotta say, that's the best salty coffee I've had so far in Vietnam. After that rocket fuel at Tea Roasters, we've now just come down to check out the famous pagoda, the most famous pagoda in Hue. Can't remember its exact name, but I'll put it on the screen. And then apparently this is a great spot to watch sunset as well, so we're going to try and hang around until then. Here it is, the Thien Mu Pagoda, a very religious site and an important one apparently in Hue. Built in 1601, and it's one of the holiest sites in Buddhism. If you look up here, you can just see there's the golden Buddha, his big ears, and there's the altar, and the silver Buddha. You can tell she's itching to give this bell a ring. This guy's like, let me just stop you right there. I find that quite offensive.
Actually, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. This guy's like, who has one thumb and is sick? I would like to nominate myself for president of the entire pagoda. Does anyone object? No? Well, then I am president.
And now we sit by the water's edge and watch the sun go down. Today is a slightly sad day as well. Just discovered I've been wearing these shorts all day. I've had these shorts since I was 11 years old, and they've served me well. But I just discovered there's a big hole in the crotch that I probably had for quite a while today. And so I've probably indecently exposed myself to a large proportion of the general public whenever I've been sat out today. So it's sad for two reasons. One, I'm going to have to say goodbye to these shorts, and two, some people have seen some things that they really probably wish they'd rather hadn't. After a lovely long sleep, we are up and on the streets of Hue because we've got to go and get some cash out to pay the restaurant where we had food last night. Their card machine didn't work, so they very kindly just let us pay a little bit of cash, and then we got to come back this morning and give them the rest of what we owe. We stopped along the way because Zoe wants to pet that dog.
Can I pet this dog? Can I pet this dog?
Our debt's paid, our checkout made. We are now on our way to the An Dinh Temple, which is about a kilometre's walk, a kilometre and a half maybe. It's hot again, so it's probably not going to be the nicest. We're going to try and stick to the shade, although I've just come out of the shade. So here is the An Dinh Palace. You can really see those French influences here. One thing you do tend to see a lot of at these historic sites is people like cosplaying. We saw it yesterday at the Imperial Palace. Now they're doing it again as well. And oh, there's some more. Yeah, I think it's just like tradition here that you get in your glad rags and go and pretend you were from the time or something like that. So you're getting some inspo for the kind of crockery we're going to get when we get home.
Decor will look identical.
Pretty much just like this, yeah.
And there'll be a little marble statue of me. Fuck off. No, only kidding.
Pretty nice, isn't it? It's a pretty sweet swimming pool. And a pretty sweet palace, let's be honest. You love to loiter by the toilets when we come to places like this.
No, that's not the news.
You sure about that?
Sure, yeah.
So palace visited, we have now come to our favourite hangout, hot tuna.
Tuna.
To have a nice pint, because yeah, today is basically a travel day. We're getting our bus at 5, so we've just got a bit of time to kill. We're going to go back to the hostel in a bit, but it's hot out there, so we thought we'd have a refreshing drink first. Beer's completed. We are now on our way to the Thien Mu veggie restaurant, which we've been assured by our host is very tasty. That was incredibly good and also incredibly cheap. Like, I had the soup with rice, 15,000, which is about 40p. How was your bike ride?
It's really cool. You can fit a lot on a bike, including 2 people, huge bag, and my day bag.
These bus journeys are great. You just sit, listen to podcasts, relax. I mean, assuming it stays on the road, but I think this is our last big bus journey, so here's hoping. So that was our time in beautiful Da Nang and Hue,
And now we're off to our next destination
and we'll tell you where that is
in the next video.